How much water should we drink every day? That's such a key question. You kind of hear like, oh, it's 8 glasses of water every day, but how much do you really need? So on this video, I want to cover some really important topics, not just about how much you should drink, but how do you really get the sense of feeling hydrated? What are all the important aspects of being fully hydrated? So you wake up with a super clear head, you're feeling alive, you're feeling awake, you're feeling alert, your eyes are awake, they're looking clear, your skin is glowing. That's all possible with hydrating. We've all heard that we're 75% water. What I want to cover on this video is 3 really important things that affect our level of hydration. First, obviously, how much should we drink every day? Right here, I've got, I think this is about just under a pint, quarter of a pint maybe. What I want to cover is like a ratio that you can work out on how much you should be drinking. And it really depends. Not everyone's going to be the same. If you're sitting on your butt all day long and you're static, the amount of water that you're going to need to drink over someone who is outside and they're active is going to be different. If you're someone who's doing rigorous exercise, that needs to be considered. But here's like a kind of ratio, I guess, for someone who is just having a normal lifestyle. They're walking around a little bit and they're also sat down a little bit as well. So this ratio was given to me by a man by the name of Dr. Robert Young, who's quite famous for the work he's done in the natural health field. You might have heard of him. The ratio that he recommends to drink is for 1 litre of water for every 15 to 25 kilograms in weight. So that's 1 litre of water for every 15 to 25 kilograms in weight. So for me, for example, I'm around 75, 80 kgs. I'm gonna be needing to be drinking a minimum of 3 litres of water to a maximum of 5 litres of water. And that's like my resting amount of water that I should be drinking. So that's a lot. Now, what happens is when you do drink that amount, you have a totally different day. You're feeling alert, you're feeling excited about life, you're feeling clear, and it really works. Like, just water. This is all it takes. The other thing I want to cover on this video quickly is making sure that you're getting the essential electrolytes. If you're sweating a lot, it's really important that you replace your electrolytes. So I want to cover a simple way of doing that. Here we've got the water, a bit of salt. This is specifically pink Himalayan rock salt, or you can use Celtic sea salt. So I put basically on average about every litre of water that I have about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and put that in the water, and then I'll drink the water. Really important, the type of salt is critically important, either pink Himalayan rock salt or the Celtic sea salt. Both of these salts are raw, uncooked, whereas a lot of supermarket salts are cooked, so they're kiln dried, so it kills all the minerals in the salt, which you don't want to do. So basically those 2 salts that I've recommended, they maintain their minerals, so they're rich in magnesium, sodium, and I believe some potassium. So I always like to have a bit of lemon in my water, and it just makes it taste good. And as you can see, I've got a few lemon pips in there, which I'm famously renowned for churning up and consuming as well. Woo! But there you go, it's like a lemonade, it's beautiful. This is actually a pleasurable experience to have salt and a bit of lemon in your water. And you're covering all your electrolytes and you're drinking enough water, and you actually enjoy drinking it, so you're more likely to drink more. I'm not going to talk about the type of water to drink because that's another big subject, but we'll go into that in another video. But it's also very important, so if you're drinking tap water, you might want to think again. Don't want to say too much here because it's a big subject. But the other core thing I want to speak about now is the third most important thing for hydration is omega-3 fatty acids. EPA and DHA are a really core part of having a health protocol, and also part of us being able to absorb the water that we are consuming. What tends to happen is a lot of people, when they start drinking more water, they get the sensation of water going straight through them. Part of the reason that is either because they don't have the essential electrolytes, and the other reason is because they are not consuming enough omega-3 fatty acids. So what omega-3 fatty acids do, essentially it's like a gateway within the cell. It's what lets the water in so that our cells are actually able to consume the water that we're drinking rather than it just going straight through us. This is a really core part of feeling fully hydrated, so having an omega-3 fatty acid that you're taking every day. So I tend to use either fish oil. There's obviously a whole nother conversation about the type of omega-3 fatty acid you have. Obviously if you're vegan you won't want to have fish oil, but there's also krill, which I'm a massive fan of, or vegan sources as well like marine phytoplankton, that type. Make sure you're having some of this stuff in your day. So if you found this video useful, please do subscribe to this video. The whole point of these is you're going to learn a stack of stuff from me and other people that I'm going to be bringing in. A little challenge for you. If you're up to it, try working out how much you should be drinking per day and try drinking that for the next 10 days. Try it, experiment, see what happens. And I promise you, you will be feeling a totally different person by the end of that 10 days and you won't want to stop. So subscribe to these videos. Got stacks more coming your way. Thanks so much and I'll see you on the next one.